coach, Beto Garcia. Everyone please give him a hand. So here's a little bit about Beto. He has been named head coach after serving as an assistant for Otero and CSU Pueblo during the 2023 and 2024 seasons. Garcia attended and played at Otero under former head coach Chris Smith and also current women's head coach Johnny Adame. Did I say that right? Garcia's experience in the soccer world extends beyond his coaching roles. He also has been a player and a volunteer coach for Sacramento Republic FC, where he planned multiple local ID camps, events, helped with academy needs, and assisted with community events. Throughout his coaching career, Coach Garcia has achieved several notable accolades, including being an NJCAA Division I Region 9 finalist as a player and a coach, an NCAA District II RMAC champion as a coach, an NCAA Division II Super Region 4 champion as a coach, and an NCAA Division II national finalist as a coach as well. Everyone, please give it up for our new men's head soccer coach, Beto Garcia.
Thank you, Cedric. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you haven't known already, I'm known by my government name as Beto Garcia, but in the coaching world and here at Otero, Beto Garcia. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. So my life, I was born in Manteca, California. I grew up in LA, Sacramento, San Jose, and Patterson. That's me and my mom right there when I was a little kid back in, I think that's probably around San Jose, when that picture was taken. About me, I've always been involved with football or soccer, no matter how you want to call it, since the age of 4. Aside from football, I worked in construction all my life. If it wasn't for football or being in sports, I probably wouldn't be here today doing my job now. I'd probably be still working construction, but that's me right there when I was a little kid. Life after California, I moved here. I wasn't really a smart student. I was a 1.9 GPA out of high school, so I struggled. It wasn't easy. Struggled with English as well, and I came here to Otero, played under Chris Smith and Johnny Adame. I had an amazing year. Played there as me with the current team that went to the final. After that, it was a COVID season, so that was very different, very hard for me, for my family. So I ended up going back home and working and helping out at the house. But after that, I went back to Sacramento. Played with the first team as a reserve for 6 months. That's me there. I believe that's in Florida, where they play the international friendly. That's where I was. I was there for 6 months. And then after that, I was in a rough spot in my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Funny things happen. God works in mysterious ways. I got a phone call to come work here as an assistant. I drove the next day. I told Gary Addington, I'll come the next day and I'll start work right away. He laughed. And then the next day I was in his office, ready to work. So that's how I got here. Coaching career, I started out with Sacramento Republic doing youth academy stuff, youth clinics, kind of like what Cedric kind of said in my introduction. That's how I started out. Came back to Otero, worked as an assistant here and an assistant at CSU Pueblo, and that was every day. Every day I was here. Right after my duties here, drove to Pueblo right after that. It was a long, tough year, to be honest. It was very hard for me financially, but this is what I love to do, and I don't do it for the money. I love doing this. I love helping kids, because I know it was hard for me, going through the system. So if I can help other guys, I love to do it, and it's been great. As a coach, kind of like Cedric said already. I was a regular season champ here at Otero, undefeated. I think first time ever in the program to go undefeated and win the regular season. And then after that, obviously a finalist, we had a perfect season, but, it doesn't matter if you have a perfect season if you don't win the final match, yeah? And it sucks because I've been to the final twice. I've been to the final twice, once as a player and once as a coach, and, feeling that feeling to make it all the way, thinking it's your year, thinking it's your time, and you lose it, it sucks. It sucks, but it is what it is. From then in, I went after with CC Pueblo, went to the final with them, won it finally got myself a final, won that final. And then after that final, we went to the national tournament. The national tournament was a crazy ride. We made it to the Super Region 4 final over there in Midwestern Texas. They hosted the Super Region 4 final, and that match itself was a crazy match. My boss over there, Oliver 12 Trees, he was having his baby at the time. Crazy match, so he had to drive back 8 hours to go, help his wife deliver the baby. And then, Coach Nick, the assistant, so that guy right there, the assistant, me, and the volunteer, we took over that match, and we won that match. And that match was a crazy match. Big props to Nick Blackwell there. He made some unbelievable coaching subs, and we went down in that match 3 times, came back 3 times, went to PKs, went down 2 times in PKs, and still won that match. So that was a crazy match alone, and that's probably the craziest match I ever be a part of in my coaching career. And then obviously, we stuck with what we did that match and went all the way to the national final. And like I said, I don't know what it is with me in finals, but we just lose it. We lost that final as well for the Pueblo program. That's Oliver 12 Tree's 2nd time going to the final. We played the exact same team and we lost again. So we're hoping this year it's different. This year is just different. This year we just win everything. That's the goal. That's the idea. And that's all I have. I'm a simple guy. My life is just all about football and probably construction. Other than that, if I didn't have football in my life, that's really all it is about me. But if anyone has any questions, if you want to ask personally about me, feel free to. But that's really all I got. I don't got any much more. Still doing both programs. Yeah, I'm a workaholic. I told you this game of football, I'm addicted to it. It's probably bad for my health, but I'm addicted to it. I love it. At the end of the day, all I want to do is just football. I mean, you can ask the guys. Whenever I'm in my office, I have a football match and I'm watching it in my office. This is all I do. I live, breathe, and live football. I'm kind of crazy. It's probably a bad thing, but I just came from there. Actually, I had a 6 a.m. training with them today. I just came back here, took a shower, and here I am.
So what type of construction do you do, or do you still do?
I've stopped since I moved here, but I used to do concrete finishing, framing. I actually built a house in Mexico with my dad and my deal, so we have a house. I probably should have put a picture of that actually, but we built a house in Morelia, Michoacan, and we have a house there and we built together. But I can do framing, concrete finishing, and all that. I think I started that when I was 12 years old with my dad. Yeah. Any other questions? Maybe some of my players, I know my new players, you don't know me as well. My sophomores, they know me. They've been through my story, but my new players, you don't really know me.
What's your end goal with coaching? Where do you want to, do you want to coach at the highest level?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. I've kind of, beggars can't really be choosers. So I'm giving I deal with what I'm given, but I think my end goal is to, kind of help student athletes and guide them into a path to where they don't go down the same road I went down. That's kind of my goal. I haven't really thought about, higher coaching level jobs. What I'm thinking about is just what can I do with my guys now, and how can I move them on to better themselves in their futures, so they don't end up like how I ended up growing up. It's a good question. Thank you, Gio.
So who was your biggest influence growing up?
Biggest influence? That's a tough question. I didn't really had a tough life growing up, but my biggest influence probably my mom for sure. My mom, all my coaches. Johnny Adame was a big influence. Without him or Chris, I probably wouldn't be alive today for sure. Any other questions? It was personal. I hate getting personal. The last time I got on the mic, I started crying. But I'm an honest guy. I like being honest.
Do you have a big pet?
Yeah, I have a husky. I should have put the picture of the husky. I have a husky. Her name's Blue. She's a Siberian husky.
Did your family come watch any of your games?
No, they don't come. Yeah, they don't come. They're all in California. I'm the only one here, all alone. These guys are my hero, my family.
You mentioned that you
Just pronunciations, like I have pronunciations my tongue can't really say, and then I believe, you can ask Lisa right here, I think I failed English 3 times being here at Otero. Failed English 3 times. I think the 4th time I got it, but I passed it. Yeah, but I passed chemistry with an A, which is crazy. I don't know how, probably props to Mr. McClure for that one. Wouldn't have passed that without him. That was a good question, thank you. What about you 3 back there? Get some questions out of you guys. All right.
I know you.
Yeah, fair enough.
So academically, what did you have to become a doctor? Did you have to have a degree or just all of your experiences?
So for the most part, my experience probably got me this job, but I'm currently finishing up my bachelor's in sports management. I should have that December. And then I'll continue that degree to get a master's as well in sports management, to be fair.
Where are you getting your bachelor's?
Southern New Hampshire University. Well, that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm a simple dude. There's not much too special about me. Just my crazy life story, and then without coaching, I wouldn't be here for sure.
All right.